Khalil's in there. Peace, love, divine light, society. It is a beautiful Saturday, and we are here at Southgate Park, aka Robert Cross Park, off of Service Road 513 Southgate Avenue here in Albany, Georgia. And I'm live on site with our brother James, aka Mr. Shaq, with the RWDSU Southeast Council. And if you don't know what that is, it is a labor union that serves over 2,000 workers in this area through the Tyson plant. And then so Mr. Shaq, if you would tell us a little bit about what RWDSU does, as well as why events like this union picnic are important.
But the RWDSU is a labor union. We're out of Atlanta, Georgia, with my superior, Mr. Edgar Fields, out of Atlanta, Georgia, the Southeast Council. And this picnic is uniting as one. And I mean, if it's never been a time that we need to unite and put the message out about uniting, it's right now. You know, the labor union, a lot of people in the area, actually a lot of people in the South don't truly understand what unions are and what unions do. Right now, with the economy the way it is, with this administration we have in the White House, the only way we're going to have to do anything is to organize. We're going to have to come together, because without coming together, we already did.
Yes, I agree. And so when we think about unions, some people have a good understanding, especially, when I was younger, I remember my mother being a part of a school bus drivers union, because she was a school bus driver here in Dougherty County. And I remember, them going to meetings, going to sessions. That's where I learned about Robert's Rules of Order, and those are things that have become lost over time. And so if you would just briefly give the people an understanding of what a labor union does.
Okay, I'm gonna allow you. First of all, let's look at the system. We organize any facility, anywhere there's over two workers, we can organize. But let's look at Tyson. Let's look at the poultry industry as a whole. Okay, when you go into the poultry facility, we producing chicken. Chicken is the most profitable, the most consumed meat in America, and I can say the world. And you go in this plant and we consume, we pack it up, we produce it. The company put it on the trucks. It goes out into the highways and byways, and then guess who go back out on the highways and byways and buy it? We do, the people. So when the chicken go up in the grocery stores, when it goes up at Chick-fil-A or Popeyes, whatever, we're going to eat it because it's essential and it's a food. But then people always say, well, everything is going up, but the paycheck. The only way the paycheck is going to go up is by organizing inside of your facility. Whatever facility you work in, you have to have a union. You are the means of any type of productivity, investment, or whatever is coming from the work that we're doing. And I can't understand that, because years ago, it was this civil rights activist that said, if you don't have a seat at the table, whatever facility, whatever company that you work at, if you don't have a seat at the table, then 9 times out of 10, you're on the menu.
I have to agree with that. And the fact that we're talking specifically about a poultry plant. And I had the opportunity to sit down with the sister, Michelle Michi Sanchez, who's running for labor commissioner in the state of Georgia right now. And you spoke to the political climate. And, oftentimes poultry workers are in high risk environments. And it's important for all employees, regardless of the industry, like you said, to first and foremost know that there are workers' rights. And so how important is the groundwork on the back end when it comes to unions, making sure that workers are aware that they even have rights in the first place?
That comes from leadership, strong leadership. And my team, I have a team and a staff that's helped putting this on today. It starts with leadership, servitude. At the end of the day, it's about leadership. Myself, the passion that you see here, I worked 18 years in the chicken facility, poultry plant. I worked 18 years in it. I dealt with myself, got my character right, got my conduct right, got my conversation right. And God blessed me and put his spirit in me to do what I need to do right now for poetry workers. And that is to shed light on their situation and let them know, hey, it's a tough environment. It's a tough industry. But guess what? It's profitable. And if you, and I tell people a lot of times, see, the middle class, as you said your testimony earlier, the middle class was stabilized through unions in this country. But now it's like this administration is trying to do away with the middle class. And it's just going to be billionaires against poor people. So if we don't organize, if we don't educate our young people coming up, we don't educate ourselves, the 401ks, pay raises at the end of the year, contract period. If you don't have a contract at any facility that you work at, you don't have a job. You just have a place to work. The contract is what binds you to that company. It binds you to the prosperity. It binds you to the increases that you would get through the work that you're doing. It's not that we're asking anybody for anything. All we want is our piece of the pie.
That's right. And like you said, without workers, there is no productivity. There is no ecosystem when we think about economics and how the dollar is circulated, and the fact that these populations, but not 9 times out of 10, we're talking about Black, brown, minority workers who are being impacted by these things. And so, what other events and initiatives do you all do throughout the year to bring workers together?
Actually, we deal in politics. We just go house to house. We just try to educate workers. Wherever we go, we get phone calls on a daily basis of companies wanting to organize. Workers are really reaching out right now because they see the thing that's going on. And all we can do is just appeal to your conscience concerning your best interests. And that's wherever we go. We wear our logos. We just, everywhere we go, we try to reach the community to try to educate workers, because right now they're talking about bringing AI in. AI. What's going to happen to workers if you bring AI in? How are we going to support ourselves? How are we going to do it? So this is things like, it's people like yourself that's on the ground trying to put the word out in this day and time where you got technology. It shouldn't be a problem of us reaching the massive, with the technology that we have today, to try to educate workers on their best interest in the workplace.
I agree. And, that goes back to the interview I had with the brother, Minister Erasmus Muhammad on yesterday, when we talk about us as a people taking back control and authority and understanding that we do have power.
That's right.
And the only way that we can actually operate in that is to be knowledgeable and to know that you have worth.
That's right.
That you are valuable.
That's right.
And a lot of times jobs try to make it seem like, well, they don't make it seem like, they show us that we're replaceable, right? However, at the same time, we have to at some point break those generational situations that continue to keep us bound. And like you were saying, most definitely educating our young people.
Absolutely.
And so do you all go into the schools or colleges and high schools to start to educate young people before they actually get into the workforce that these types of unions and rights exist?
And that's why it's very important that we vote in the communities that we're in, because we have to have opportunity to go into schools. We have to have opportunity to establish ourselves in these type of venues. And if we don't have somebody's on the same line as we're on, then it's always going to be like this. So that's why outside of wherever we at, we just need to put the word out that unions are necessary. You got to have it. You got to educate. Everybody's not going to college. And then some people are going to college and they get out and they still can't find a job. Any job that you go on, any brand that you go on, you have to know your value and have to know. And again, I appreciate you, because it's things like this that's going to put the word out to workers that they are valuable, and it is people out here that really do care.
All right. So is Tyson and poultry plants the only industry that you serve, or is anyone actually open to come out today and take part in this picnic and learn more about the work that RWDSU is doing?
Absolutely. We invite the whole community right now. We're here from 11 to 3. We invite everyone to come because at the end of the day, there's facilities in this area that's not unionized, and we're looking to put our boots on the ground to help these workers. It's about helping workers, and we're trying to put ourselves in a position to give them an olive branch, to show them that we are really concerned about their best interests, and to let them know that, hey, there is a way out. But if you don't seek and try to find it, it'll be a long time coming.
Yes. So, Brother Shaq, I appreciate you for the work that you're doing. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Southgate Park until 3 p.m. today. This union picnic, unity as one, is most definitely what we need right now in this climate. We have to start taking advantages of all of the opportunities that are before us to make positive change, make positive impact, so that we are able to start to better our lives, so that our children and grandchildren and those future generations don't have to fight the same battles that we're currently fighting. So please come out, show your love, show your support, and learn more about unions and how you could potentially get a union organized in your industry and your business, because workers have rights and we need to be aware of those rights and start to hold corporations and the industries accountable for not doing their due diligence when it comes to their labor force. All right. And Brother Shaq, I wouldn't be able to do what I do if it wasn't for our amazing sponsors. So shout out to Sister Kalima over at the Muhammad Mosque number 100, and our Sister Cassandra Nelson, who is live on site today with I&A Divine Purpose. You have any final words of encouragement or motivation for individuals?
I want to say, first of all, the key word is encouragement. We have to encourage each other. We have to be there for each other. We are truly our brother's keeper, because at the end of the day, knowledge, I used to say knowledge is power, but knowledge is a tool to execute. Execution is power. You can know and not do and you're still powerless. So all I want to do is show that, hey, my contact, if you need to reach me, it'll be remiss to me. I'm going to put it out there. 256-227-2785 is my contact. I'm very serious about workers. I'm very serious about educating workers in their workplace, because I know it's all kind of activities going on in the workplace, and workers are just not educated to know how to come out of it. Again, I appreciate you, and God bless.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here until 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be here for a good time, not a long time, but y'all make sure y'all come out. It's fun for the whole family. We're here at Southgate Park. And at 2 o'clock today, speaking of brothers being motivated and empowered to be about action, Muhammad Mosque number 100 is also hosting a men's only meeting so that our brothers can start to organize and create solutions that help make our communities a safe and decent place to live. And this is taking place at 413 Mercer Avenue at Albany, Georgia, today at 2 o'clock. So, hey, it's opportunities for us to get out and get active. They say there's nothing going on. It's what we pay attention to and give our time to. Right. So again, thank you to our sponsors, Sister Kalima, I&I Divine Purpose. This has been an amazing on-site interview with our brother James Shaq. All right, and so, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm your girl Nexus. Peace, love, divine light. We're out.
Thank you so much.